remember when I used to set an alarm.
Unemployment had humbled my father.
Let me hit the old snoozer-rooney for you. There you go.
The job market was bone dry. With nothing but free time on his hands, Dad was determined to make himself useful around the house.
Gare, what's all this?
Breakfast.
Gare, it's cold cereal day.
Cold cereal day was the one morning a week where my mom wouldn't have to cook. Or clean.
I guess I forgot. I guess I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore.
Dad helping out was less of a help than he realized, and if it persisted, would probably lead to plumbing problems.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said Matthews screwed us, and he screwed us so hard.
What?
He has a problem with our new cheerleading outfits.
But they're so cute.
No. I am not gonna let you go out there looking like strippers.
How are we supposed to do street dance without street style?
I'll make a deal with you. You bring back Muskie the mascot, and I'll think about your new little routine. We have to at least give this thing the patina of family entertainment.
What about the loose side heels?
No loose side heels. But you can keep those fishnets.
So now we have to go out there with the stupid mascot. Where are we gonna find a sucker willing to dress up like a giant fish?
I think I might have a lead.
Hi.
Hi. Kinda need to get in there.
It actually looks good on you.
What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
My dad never really grasped the concept of separating colors when you do laundry.
Oh, you did the pinks.
Yeah, I was just trying to help. Is there anything I can do to help?
Light bulbs. We could sure use some light bulbs, bad. Would you mind running down to Home House and Hardware?
Oh, Triple H. Done and done.
Thanks, hon. That's a real lifesaver. Mwah!
And with that, my dad was out of my mom's hair for the rest of the day. Medora High School had kind of a love-hate relationship with the Muskie mascot. Sometimes he was revered. And sometimes less so. I was actually excited about my new gig. I've always considered myself an entertainer.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you.
Not to mention, there were other little perks.
Look, here he comes!
The squad seems genuinely delighted to see you.
Justin, you right! Justin!
Now we get to keep our sexy outfits.
Oh my god. Looks like a tampon commercial. Just in case you don't know, tampon commercials are awesome.
Excuse me. Do you happen to know if they do color matching here?
Oh, sure do.
Meanwhile, on his mission to get light bulbs, my father was experiencing his own form of bliss.
I'll show you.
Thanks.
You got a little paint project going on there? Hope you're gonna prime those walls.
My dad was in his element, and it showed.
Oh, excuse me. When you're done there, can you help us with a water heater?
Actually, I don't
have a question about insulation.
We're talking fiberglass or polyurethane?
My dad returned home that night exhilarated from a hard day's work at a place he didn't work.
Honey, I'm home, and I got those bulbs you wanted.
Upstairs closet, okay?
But nothing could have prepared my father for what he would see next. 60 watt, 75, 100 watt, fluorescence, incandescence, floods, halogens, three-ways, soft reading, candelabra, and motion sensor.
Terrarium bulb? We don't even have a terrarium.
Clearly, Mom didn't need light bulbs. All she really needed was for my father to be out of her way. The next morning, my dad set his alarm again, just like the good old days. He got up extra early, put on his orange shirt, and headed off to his pretend job at Triple H, where unfortunately they weren't hiring. But that didn't stop him. No one seemed to have noticed that my dad didn't actually work there.
You're doing a great job, Gary.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
What was that feeling? Pride? Satisfaction? My dad had never felt those things before at his old paying job.
Get busy! Get busy!
I, on the other hand, was having a little trouble.
Busy! Get busy! Go
I do not think get busy is enough direction for him.
He's supposed to freestyle. Freestyle!
Not again. Someone help him up.
Somebody, just one more.
I'm going to call your supervisor and tell him what wonderful work you do.
Oh, I can't tell you how unnecessary that is. So look, gutters are easy to install, so I don't want to hear about anybody overcharging you, okay? Is there someone on the other end that can help you unload these things?
I just don't know what I would have done without you. Today is my lucky day.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that job for you. I'm guesstimating it shouldn't take me more than the afternoon.
Oh, Gary, no. I couldn't possibly.
Stop it, I want to, please.
Well, it certainly is nice to have a strong, capable man around the house. I got some meatloaf left over from last night. I'm fixing you a sandwich.
Oh, count me in.
Well, can you feel the love? Uh-oh, Medora. Is there a fire in the building? No.
How do you feel, Tiger? Huh?
Feeling good, I feel all right. Ready to go.
That hotness you feel is the Medora High. Cheerleaders! Come on!
Now, Justin, you have to ask yourself the question, how would a giant pike move, huh? How would a giant pike cheer? How would a giant pike get this pep rally started? Right? Huh? Huh?
For the musket!
You know that weird feeling you get right before you puke? How your mouth kind of waters, and how you quickly try to remind yourself of the last thing you ate so you can mentally prepare yourself for seeing it come up again?
Chicken Oriental.
What? No, no. Why in there? Why in my book bag?
I'm sorry. Just came up.
There were so many other options.
Sing it to me!
There is a bin, empty trash can. The boys' bathroom is right there. Huh? Again? Huh? Really? Have I done something? Are you mad at me for some reason, Justin?
I'm sorry. I can't go out there right now. You have to do it for me.
No. Justin, you are just frightened and quite possibly dehydrated. But either way, you can do this.
What's going on up here? It's muskie time.
I can't do it.
Told you. These people are waiting for the fish. If you do not bring that fish out there, we might have a riot on our hands.
I can't go out there. You gotta do this, please.
They will have the fish.
Show some love for the muskie!
So Raja gave them the fish. And he was awesome, wild, uninhibited. And while Raja was raising the roof, my dad had just finished working on his.
That ought to do her. Who are you?
I live here. Who are you?
My two favorite men. Gary, I see you met my grandson, Toby. Oh, he's a good boy. Star of his high school basketball team, huh?
Is that so? You know, Toby, I used to play a little ball myself. Oh, what's up? Star of the basketball team. Well, can't stop Scary Gary. That's right, you can't. Whew. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey. Come on, champ. Easy does it. Can't win them all, right?
Right. Because I'm average.
What?
I'm an average player. That's what my coach says. Didn't you notice?
Well, I wasn't really sure if you were average or I was just really, really above average.
I'll never make starting five because there's never anyone around to help me practice.
Toby was in luck. My dad had always wanted a son he could teach to play ball. But sadly, I was born with ultra-flat feet.
You'll never play.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Mom, you had to see it. Raja was unbelievable.
Really?
It was as if the rules of gravity did not apply to him.
There was something about the anonymity of the costume. It unleashed things within me that have long lay dormant.
So that's good?
Oh, I cannot wait to get inside the fish head again. I may sleep in it tonight. See what kind of dreams I have.
Justin, I think you should give this another try. Mascots can get varsity jackets and college scholarships, plus long bus rides with cheerleaders. Who knows what could happen?
It's just not my thing, Mom. Okay.
Well, I just think this is all being wasted on Raja. He doesn't even want any of those things.
Just to be clear, the fish is not yours to give away.
Dad wasn't listening to any of this. All he could think about was what a great day he had with Toby and Helen's meatloaf, which was
much more moist than Franny's.
Pardon?
The meatloaf is much more moist than Franny's usually is.
It is good. Hey, maybe Justin can regurgitate some tomorrow before the big game.
Big game? Justin's playing in the big game?
No, Dad, I'm not playing in the game.
No?
No.
He was in the cheering section.
Was?
Couldn't hack it.
Oh my God. What if the muskie had a little dancing worm friend, huh? You'd be so small, nobody'd see you. All I'm saying is it'd be less pressure for you.
That's how you want to get me into college? Dancing worm. Raja was amazing, and it could have been me. It should have been me. I was too scared to do anything. Maybe my mom was onto something, because at that moment, I really did feel like a worm. Once Raja got started, it seemed he couldn't be stopped. Inside the costume, he felt free, uninhibited, alive.
You suck, Muskie!
And with that, we saw a side of Raja, rather musky, that most of us never knew existed.
What are you gonna do, hug me?
Look, I'm not saying the fight wasn't entertaining, because the truth is, it was. But that boy broke his collarbone. So I guess what I'm asking is, can we split the difference?
At first, it was so liberating, you know. But then the anonymity, it tapped into a dark part of my soul, blurring the boundaries between right and wrong.
That could have been you.
It made me cold-blooded, salty inside.
It's a freshwater fish.
My whole entire life, I have never hurt anybody, yet tonight lays a boy in the hospital from the stroke of my fin. I am so sorry. I can never set foot in that costume again.
If Raja had a dancing worm friend, then the dancing worm friend would have been able to keep him out of trouble,
Mom,
right?
I'm not getting a scholarship. Can we just drop it, please? Okay, thanks.
Look, if Roger doesn't want to do it, you're too afraid, fine. But without the fish, those girls are going back into their old outfits.
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid.
I used the wrong word. Very, very fearful.
Mr. Matthews, I will do it. I do not want Claire to be disappointed.
No. You don't have to. I'll do it.
Hold on, Tolchuk. Roger was speaking.
No, Mr. Matthews, please. I want to do this. I really need to.
Okay. You make sure you show some musky pride.
Justin! Oh, I am so proud of you.
Just remember who you are, Justin Tolchuk. For there is evil in that fish.
The next morning, Mom drove us to the away game at Tillman.
Geez, looks like Halloween back there.
How are you feeling, Justin?
I've made a huge mistake. Apparently, someone else had also made a mistake.
Hey, isn't that Dad?
No way! I mean, we're not paying for this.
They are pulling into the Tillman High parking lot.
I'm sure there's a logical reason why your father's in that car with another family.
But nothing immediately came to mind.
Let's go, Tillman! Show those losers from Medora High School. Franny, what are you doing here?
Oh, this is Franny. What a pleasure.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Who's that woman?
Franny, I can explain. You see, I was pretending to work at the Triple H, and I was getting off a forklift, and I met Helen.
I'm going over to the Medora side. I suggest you meet me there. Just answer me one question, Gary. Do you love her?
Franny, that's not what this is about.
And my dad finally told her about everything he's been going through since losing his job, about the light bulb errand and feeling useless at home, and about how great it felt when Toby and Helen needed him.
I'm sorry, Gary.
No, I am, baby.
Gary, I hate to interrupt, but they benched Toby, and he's so upset he won't come out of the locker room. Do you mind? Just this one last time.
Go ahead, Gary.
You sure?
It must be so nice for you and the kids to have a man like that around the house.
Oh, yeah. Now listen up, Grandma. You go near my husband again, and I'm going to take you out. Go Muskies!
Toby!
My dad had gone searching for his surrogate son with common interests, the one who loved sports and spending quality time together. Instead, he found me.
Hey!
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Is this your, cheerleading costume?
Mascot costume.
Right, sorry.
Can I ask you something? My father lived in constant fear of us kids asking him a question he wasn't prepared to answer. How many times is too many times to masturbate? Oh, do they make special bandages for down there?
You know, I gave you that pamphlet.
No, it's not about yanking.
Oh, well, then you can always come to me.
Every time I think about going out there in front of that crowd of people, I just get really, my whole body gets like clammy, and I just feel like myself looks so stupid.
Look, son, it's okay to suck, okay? But it's not okay to quit, okay? And if that means making a fool of yourself in front of thousands and thousands of people, so be it.
There's only like 80 people out there.
Yeah, but it's gonna feel like thousands when they're throwing garbage at you. Seriously, though, they're counting on you. That's a nice thing. Hmm?
Yeah, I guess it is. Why were you in the car with that other family?
Oh, they were just giving me a ride so I could surprise you.
Really? You wanted to see me?
So, what do you think I was coming to see some other kid?
I guess that doesn't really make any sense.
Of course not. I'd have to be insane.
Sure, it was a bold-faced lie, but it was a lie I needed to hear that night.
Oh. Well, it's showtime.
Thank you, Dad. I needed this.
So did I, son. So did I.
Dad even managed to convince Toby to get back in the game. He was getting pretty good at the whole parenting thing, and I think that made him feel great. But on the off days, when he started feeling down, he'd just take a drive over to Helen's house and take a look at one of the things he did right.
Isn't that a thing of beauty?
Sure is.
Love is the underdog.